Now, please welcome retired President and CEO of Western Pennsylvania, Dennis Guilfoyle, with this year's Junior Achievement Staff Alumni Network, or JSAN, so much easier to say it that way, and to introduce this year's Professional Staff Hall of Fame inductee.
Thank you. Come on now. Go. You still love me?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. It's good to be here. I got to recognize the JSAN members that are here. Would you all stand up, please? This is a dynamic group of folks. Our membership. Thank you. Our membership now is at over 300 people, 320 actually. I got that from Tammy this morning. And our purpose really is, again, to support the mission of JA, and we do it in a variety of ways. I'll save you time and just say go to our Facebook page, go to LinkedIn, go to YouTube, and you'll see our oral histories and learn more about it. So I don't know why I'm so nervous here, but anyway, I want to thank the Achievement Foundation. Gina also mentioned the scholarships, but we are partnering on that, so we're matching with them to have 15 plus 15. So are those 30 people in the room? Would you stand? That received scholarships this year. Woo! Thank you. And now it's time for us to do the JA Staff Hall of Fame induction. The Staff Hall of Fame recognizes junior achievement associates who have gone above and beyond for the organization. Inductees include Jay's national CEO, Carl Flemke, for whom the Flemke Award is named after, and JSAN sponsors, as well as Joe Frank Mano, a transformative executive leader who grew the organization from a regional program into a national organization. The J Staff Hall of Fame has been reinstituted by JSAN, and this year's inductee is Jim Hemack.
So it's at moments like this that it feels like Jim should just come to the stage, right? Like, but I get the pleasure of giving a few words and remarks in Jim's honor before Dennis and I invite him up. As you could probably tell from the video, Jim is one of the most wonderful men I've ever met in my entire life. And humble, sincere, loves this organization, loves the people around him and all of us. And just a few quick anecdotes just to bring a little bit of color to it. I first met Jim about 10 years ago in Atlanta. We were about to host the Global Leadership Conference, and he was part of some of the work that was happening at that time. And I remember, it's still vivid in my head. I remember sitting down at dinner with him, happened to be sitting next to him, and the entire dinner he just kept asking me questions. And if you know me, I deflect really fast. I don't like talking about myself. But he just kept asking questions, and he was so sincere, so genuine about it, and really wanted to understand like what was driving me, like what was the work that we were doing, and what could that mean for junior achievement going forward. And it's those moments where you realize, wow, this individual really approaches the connections with people around him in a different type of way. And you take that on a big, broad scale, and what you saw from the video is he has it's like generosity without borders. Right? He's been incredibly generous with his wife, Pat, to activities in JA North, at JA USA, and now really extending across the entire national network. And Jack Kozakowski said something the other night at the reception for the Hemack Emerging Leaders and Strategic Leaders. He said, most people, so sorry, Jack, to take your line, it was just a really good line. He said, most people, when you talk about legacy, it's really honoring what they've done in the past, but with Jim, we're honoring the legacy he's creating into the future. And the investment that he is making into our organization for decades and generations to come in our people and building up leaders and building up continued talent to take us to where we can be into the future is really incredible. And I was with Jim for dinner about a year ago, and I said, I can't even imagine the amount, the timing, just the perfect timing of the types of investments that Jim and Pat are making into our organization and what we're aspiring to be for the next 100 years. So with that, please join all of us, in welcoming Jim to the stage, and congratulations again.
so good. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh. This is surreal. I thank God I got a teleprompter so I can read, because I don't know if I could come up with anything on my own. Thank you, Jack. Thank you all for that wonderful and incredible ovation. I will remember that forever and my whole life. So, and to be included even with the list of 20 that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame prior to me is just surreal. I had a joke last night that Jay is 106 years old, and I've been involved for 63 years of the 106, and it really makes me feel old. So, anyway. So, and my sincere appreciation for all those involved. As I alluded to last night, we had a gathering of some really terrific junior achievement committed folks from the Jason organization, as well as a number of other friends and colleagues who were instrumental in my journey. And if you would, to help celebrate them, would they stand, and would you please give them a round of applause? All those that were there last night, for a special group, I appreciate it. More importantly, I'd like to introduce my wife and partner for nearly the last 50 years, my wife, Pat. Please stand, if you will. And I have to call out my dear friends from JA North who happen to sit right here, so thank you. They're my home crowd, so thank you for coming through. So none of this would have happened if it wasn't for my JA involvement over 60 years ago that came across a JA company volunteer who offered encouragement and recognition for a shy, unathletic, unartistic, and uninvolved kid. So, in a few years ago, so his name was George Kelby, JA company volunteer. A few years ago, Mr. Kelby was located, and I unexpectedly had the pleasure to meet him again. I asked him, I said, "Do you recall your JA involvement?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Do you remember me?" And he said, "No, Jim, I'm sorry, I don't." So I sat and shared my JA entrepreneurial and my junior achievement journey and my JA entrepreneurial journey with him, and the fact that he changed my life. And needless to say, it brought a few tears, not only to him, but to me. Now, so that's how my JA journey started, but the point I really want to make is that just like Mr. Kelby, your program volunteers are making impact on young people that they really don't necessarily recognize. And let's take that a step further. If they don't understand the impact they're making on the young people they're doing, you don't understand that you're a step removed and don't understand and have that opportunity to understand the impact you're making. But it's because of the volunteers you recruit, the schools you engage, the money you raise, and the management you provide that young people are being prepared and inspired to succeed in our economy. And what does fulfilling that mission mean? It means they are more fulfilled, they are more self-reliant, they have greater dignity and self-respect, and they will have the capacity to help others. What an incredibly wonderful outcome as a result of your work. So I hope you can take a deep breath on those bad days particularly and take great pride in what you're doing so that you can be the best you can be in delivering the JA mission. My passion, with the support of my wife, has been to provide you and your colleagues the best personal and professional development opportunities in our space. The outstanding content and experiences in the Emerging Leaders and Strategic Leaders programs have been developed by the leadership of Junior Achievement USA Management, and they've done a fabulous job at that. So far, some 150, actually over 150, have participated. And with those present, Stan, that have participated in one of the programs, I appreciate it, and let's give them a round of applause, and I appreciate that as well. And let me just a little tidbit here to add, we're not done yet, okay? We're looking at doing some more development of additional programming. So with a great deal of joy in receiving this award is having this opportunity to share with you some of my thoughts about your JA career. As I indicated, I believe that JA has an incredibly important mission. I believe that JA has outstanding programs to deliver on that mission. And I believe JA offers you the best, hopefully the best developmental opportunities in our space. And certainly that's our goal, is that they will be the best. I know you'll lead the organization to an even greater place in the future. I have great confidence in you, and I'm so pleased and so proud of the commitment you made to your JA career and what you've done for Junior Achievement. Best of luck to you, and I love you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Carlos and I wanted to just take a second to do a personal thanks. We both had the opportunity to spend time in the HEMAC program last fall. I had an opportunity to sit over appetizers with Jim and Pat and just kind of got to know them a little bit as people, and taking after that core Midwestern heart that I have. They were so welcoming and warm, and so we're both incredibly grateful for that opportunity. We are both recipients of scholarships from the Achievement Foundation, so on a personal note, the two of us just wanted to do a public thanks to that as well.
Thank you so much for that. So again, congratulations, Jim. I appreciate the investment that you've put into JA and all the associates. We really do appreciate everything you've done for us. We most need to say is that we appreciate you for being an inspiration to us all.